All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, let's get started. Coin toss is already going to kick in a little bit, so we're going to have a little fun. I'm Bo McMichael here on the Score 58 Network. Got 58 live in full effect. Down here in Anderson Park, I got my two best sidekicks this side of the Mississippi. That's Adam Collins and Craig Chapman. Adam and Craig, how you doing tonight, gentlemen?
Great, man. How
Absolutely
about yourself?
awesome.
Well, I mean, we get a football. I mean, you can't really necessarily argue about that on this part right here. So I'm excited about that. Looks like we got the Thrashers deferred. The Tigers will receive. The Tigers are in white. That's the Atlanta Tigers out of the Elite American Football League. And then we also have the Georgia Thrashers in black with the blue helmets. They're out of the APDFL. That's the Amateur to Professional Developmental Football League. We'll have a chance to talk about all these different leagues here in semi-pro action. Glad to have you with us. And with no further ado, let's get the crowd going here. Okay, that was good. I like the applause. Hey, I mean, when you get your own self-applause like that, that's good. I got special effects buttons all night for you, gentlemen. And if I'm quiet, somebody's got to walk in here and wake me up. That's the rule, and that's what we have to stick with on that part.
That's my job.
That is definitely your job on that part. So, gentlemen, this is the last of the preseason for the Georgia Thrashers. This has been stated the season opener for the Tigers. The Tigers and the Thrashers play in two different leagues. So this is a more of a get-to-know-each-other cross-conference type of experience. Talk to me, Adam. You got the first piece. What should we expect from both teams right here? They've all had an opportunity to play a little bit so far here in this preseason before next week really gets kicked off. Go ahead, Adam.
Well, we've seen the Tigers before, and, one of the things we always commented on was they had a good front seven. We got to watch the Thrashers play last year, and I would say that based on what I can see, what I saw last year, they're like next level.
Okay.
But, we know the Tigers are brawlers, so I expect them to kind of hang in here and for this to be a battle early. But I think what's going to happen is I think that big D line of the Thrashers is just going to kind of take control of the game. Because they've got some, they got 26 players with college experience, 2 with professional experience, 9 Division I colleges represented on their roster. I mean, they're stacked.
All right. What about you, Craig Chapman? Talk to me a little bit about what you think should be accomplished here in this really on the eve of playoffs or the eve of the regular season, not the playoffs.
Yeah, this is the third preseason game for an NFL team back in the day. So you're going to look at taking the opportunity to make sure everything functions correctly. You should pretty much have a good idea about playmakers at this time, what your schemes are. Now you're just kind of fine-tuning everything so that you go into next week, all gas, no brakes, for lack of a better term, because, you want to hit the ground running. You don't want to fall behind, and getting your season off to a 1-0 start's what everybody's, main goal is. If you look at anybody's goal sheet when they start the season.
I definitely would agree with you on that because, it could be very interesting heading into the season for expectations on both teams. We get the Commissioner's Cup next week, a doubleheader out of Montgomery, Alabama. We'll get a little bit more information about that to y'all throughout the night. Pretty excited about bringing that to you. First kickoff tomorrow, or that evening is 3 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Central. Next Saturday with the doubleheader over in Montgomery. We also even have a Hilton Head Sharks are playing. We're going to be able to be down there. The twins, Dorian and Devin, will be bringing that action to you live here on the Score 58 Network. And I won't tell you a secret, but the Northeast Georgia Wolverines are taking on the Dalton Danger over here in Stockbridge.
Okay.
So kickoff's roughly around 7 o'clock next Saturday. So there's football all over the place. And this being our game of the week here, kind of nice to be able to sit back. A couple of notes about it. I'm going to mention a name there, Adam, Sumter Sharks. That sound familiar?
Oh, it does?
Okay, that's the OIFL champions, back 2 years running on that part.
They look like the Dolphins.
They do, with an attitude, to say that least, when you put a little South Carolina State on that. They went down to Miami, Florida, and played in a championship-style matchup with pitting another team against each other. They've been doing games all the way since about 9 o'clock this morning there in Miami. There's actually a couple more games going from the whole entire country have met down there in the top of the lines of the semi-pro professional league, and it's been pretty interesting to watch. They clobbered the team they played. And I say clobbered, that's just a nice word to say. 36-0. And it was not much of a game. It was something neat to watch. If we get an opportunity, we might jump into one of their broadcasts. They're doing a great job down in Florida doing that play-by-play as well. And we'll have a chance. We'll talk a little bit about Women's National Football Conference as well. Love to get y'all's take. We're about 60 days away from that little fun action that's about to hit across the country here with the WNFC. So,
hey, man, 2 things for you real quick.
Go ahead.
South Carolina, without a doubt, the best state logo. Like the actual logo, not
You talking
motto,
about
but
with
logo.
You talking about the palm tree with the crescent sun?
moon?
Yeah,
that's pretty sweet.
Crescent sun. Sorry about that, man. Crescent moon.
And it's Montgomery, like sounds like a U.
Did you say we're gonna play the hey? You pronounce it correctly when I put some words up there, buddy, and we're gonna be hooked on phonics. I appreciate you saying that. But
I'm just trying to help you.
No, there's no help needed when I'm dealing with who I'm dealing with in this point. All right, kickoff time. Let's
Soak
get
it
up. Definitely soak it up. Hey, just because you said that, I have to give this to you. And every time that you decide to make fun of me, you're going to get that tonight. That's just so it might be a long night here in the trombone.
I appreciate it.
No problem, man. I'm just glad you enjoyed Chick-fil-A. For a man that's trying to lose weight like myself, they just opened a Chick-fil-A a mile away from my house. That is just like horrible.
Well, they sell salads, you know.
What? Nah, they sell Chick-fil-A sandwiches. So, and waffle fries and chocolate
I guess
brownies.
you could chop those up and make it kind of look like a salad.
No.
Chop up the sandwiches and some fries and, toss them.
I hear you. I'm not tossing a salad right now, ladies and gentlemen. We're just in the middle of calling a game. Okay? I appreciate you bringing that up. Everybody got to take their mics off. Here we go. Oh, can we get it? Yeah. Yeah. I love that he had to take his mic off on that part, man. You're the one that said it, ladies and gentlemen. We're just here giving the news. Let's get ready for this kickoff. Gentlemen, I'm going to let you call the game. I'll come back into you and throw some stuff at you as the game goes on. Adam and Craig, you got the helm. Take it away, gentlemen.
Thrashers out to kick first. I think that's Pawanda on the kick. And there it is. It's going to be a short kick. Oh, but it fell down about the 22. Going to bring it back around the left side. And he's going to stall out pretty quick.
It'll be about the 26-yard line right there, Coach.
I want to say that was number 17 on the return. Who's that tackle?
Couldn't see it. Wouldn't turn.
You got to turn for the camera, fellas. But, we'll get a chance to see this big D line. We were talking about things. One of the guys plays defensive end, is a former Cowboy, like Dallas Cowboy. That's Byron Stewart, number 48. You got big number 99, Clarence Jackson, who was out of Ole Miss. I mean, it's just – and look at them. There's some physical specimens up front.
You better get ready to pack a lunch if you're playing offensive line. And they have gone to empty, Coach, just because of what you said.
Morgan all by himself in the backfield. And there's our first whistle of the evening.
Get a false start.
Somebody cheated. And you are correct, sir.
That'll bring up 1st and 15. Now I'm going to be curious to see how long the Tigers stay in an empty backfield.
I'm interested to see what the pressure looks like.
Well, that's wide open right there.
That's what you can't do when you have a player like Morgan who runs for a huge gain right there, is brought down by number 4, Jacoby Reedy.
Gain of 13.
I'm sorry, by number 4, Pat Burris. I apologize.
It'll be 2nd and 2.
So Burris on the tackle there was a big tackle. But, Coach Chapman, when we talk about this, when I think D-line, I think rush lanes. I've got to run my umbrella lane. I can't let that quarterback get outside of me when you have a guy like Morgan who can run.
Yeah, and if they're going to try to play man on the outside, there's got to be somebody that accounts for the quarterback.
Oh, a little shake and bake right there. Headed up the sideline.
That's a 21-yard gain and a first down.
Ball caught right there by Brumfield. He's going to be run out of bounds by Rook Favors.
First and 10 right here.
But big catch right there.
And plays of 13 and 21 to start it off, Coach.
Morgan rolling outside again. It's the containment. Fires downfield. Should have been picked off right there. Number 26. Brandon Taylor just can't hang on to it because it was sure enough picked.
I think if he had to do over again, he'd probably take off on that one. Second and 10 right here. Ball's at the 45 of the Thrashers for the Tigers.
I'm with you. I think if he attacks the ball, he's up the sideline.
I like what the Tigers are doing. They're keeping it spread. They're taking that.
Well, it's smart.
Yeah,
it's smart. You're trying to neutralize what I think is the strength of the defense is the defensive line.
You see them with their hands on their hips already.
Yeah, pass rushing is tiring. Morgan rolls to his left, breaks contain again. And he's just going to run, get what he can get, and get out of bounds. I mean, there were people there. I wouldn't really say anybody tackled him. He just kind of ran out of bounds.
Gain of 7. That'll bring up 3rd and 3.
What are his runs right now?
13 and 7. So he's carried it twice for 20. You like that quick math right there?
That was amazing.
I'll be here all night. Screwing it up later on, though.
It happens. So right now, the Tigers on the march here. Not what I expected.
But they're keeping it spread.
Heat comes up the middle, and they get there.
Where are they going to mark this at? The 50?
Look like 18 and 49.
So that's a loss of 12 right there. And that's going to bring up 4th down and 15.
So that's Paulie Verdiglione and Rook Favors.
And that's a timeout for the Atlanta Tigers right there.
Is that 99? Okay, I stand corrected. I thought it was 49, but it was indeed 99, Clarence Jackson. That's right, sounds of the crowd.
I didn't hear anything.
Well, just inspirational stuff a lot of times.
Just got their teams back. That's all it is, Coach.
I feel you. But so far, I mean, I think they're doing a great job of maximizing what they have, spreading the field, using their athletes, talking about the Tigers, and making those big cats chase them.
And it'd be interesting to see how will the Thrashers change what they're doing a little bit on defense to put someone in the middle of the field responsible for the quarterback.
I would start slanting everybody outside and bring pressure up the gut.
Yeah,
that would be my plan. Or play, some kind of stunt inside and bring a linebacker too.
Bring him inside. Bring everybody inside to give him the false thought that, hey, I could get outside right here and then wrap a linebacker to it.
Right.
So we got a doubles look right here. I wonder if this is going to be punt. Now move to empty. I don't think it's going to be punt. They're telling him to get off the line.
Steps up in the pocket, lets it fly. It's going to be picked off. There he goes, down the sideline. He's got some help out in front of him. He cuts back to the middle of the field, makes a move, stays up. Oh, big time, shook him up enough to get him to come down. That's Brandon Smith right there. Brandon, not surprising. Brandon was a Georgia Bulldog as well as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. Not surprising.
So that'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Thrashers at the Tigers 36.
So we'll get to see the Thrashers on defense for the first time. Oh, sorry, on offense for the first time. I apologize. Then we're going to see Kevon Taylor at quarterback. There's that sniffer look. Last year, he, as a first-year quarterback in the APDFL, broke the league record.
Timeout Thrashers.
So we've seen each team burn a timeout here in the first half early. So the weather. Coach Chapman, do you have a weather report?
Yeah, right now it's 46 degrees with a 6-mile-per-hour wind. I can assure you that the wind was much brisker than 6 miles per hour all day today. And I can tell you that because I was out in it all day.
Oh, yeah?
I was.
I didn't go outside much today. Just kind of lounging my first day of break. There's the give off the left side. Looked like he had a chance right there. That ball carried by number 12, Peanut Williams. Brought down quickly, though, by number 44.
No gain on the play. They'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
So we talked before. I'm sorry?
No, you're right.
We talked before about the Thrashers, the Tigers' strength being the front 7. And so far, it makes us look like we know what we're talking about. So the Thrashers kind of a different approach with the offense, kind of everybody right there. Here we come. And there's the give, and there goes Peanut Williams. Moving down the field, and it looks like number 14 is going to be who gets him right there, Isaiah Sally. I take that back, number 14 for the Tigers. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I am having a rough night so far here.
It's going to be a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how I feel right a second. All right, now timeout Tigers. I'll tell you what.
One thing that you can see right up here, every now and then they like to give out information, and these are all the leagues that have been taking place, okay? So it gives an idea from the top to the bottom, from the bottom to the top, I mean, depending on what kind of song you like to sing. The semi-pro and adult amateur leagues are located at the very bottom of the tier, and you can see different ones. Granted, this is last year mainly because the IFL is no longer with us here in the league. Then you have the developmental leagues, people that are trying to get those players to the next level. APDFL, which the Thrashers are a part of, and then it gets into Tier 3. We'll have a chance to talk a little bit about Tier 3 and then go into the USFL and the XFL because I got questions I want to throw at y'all and see what you think. So,
okay.
Sounds like fun.
It does. I mean, it's just going to keep coming, okay? That's all I can say, buddy, until I fall asleep. And then y'all have to wake me up. It's baby steps, man, baby steps early in the year. Hey, Georgia Tech's up on Pitt, 50-37.
Don't say anything about it.
No, it's okay. I mean, it's that one. I'm looking forward to the NBA All-Star Game. We're about to see the three-point skills challenge, and we'll talk a little bit about that with me and you, Craig. Adam will not be a part of the conversation. All right, back to the action we go.
I really don't appreciate that. Casting disparagement. Taylor looking downfield, lets it fly, has a man open. And, we could not hold it down.
Really nice play call right there to go for the.
It was there. He could not find the handle. I think that was Redding right there. Redding out of SMU.
Bring up 2nd down and 10 right here. Ball is going to be at the 34. Excuse me. Ball is going to be at the 24.
The 2 and the 3 look a lot alike. I understand.
I mean, you know, I got a week off from school, man. Give me a break.
I hear you. My brain is off. Taylor under center. Motion. Give off the left side. Peanut Williams, and I think the ball came out.
They called him down. Give him 4. That's going to be 3rd and 6 right there.
He lost the ball. Big 5-2. Daryl Crawford, the center, was able to get on the ball for the Thrashers because it does look like they're marking it where he was.
I just wanted to take the time to say that I saw our side judge over there pointing that he was laying on the ground when he fumbled. He kept pointing down at the ground, and that was a nice job of giving us the heads up. And I had 2 baseball umpires today that were awesome. So that is my talk today. Uh-oh. He was down, wasn't he?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, we play pro rules. Can we get clarification on that, Bo?
I know we're playing pro rules.
Well, based on that, there are 2 different leagues playing each other. It would default to the home team, and the home team tonight is the Atlanta Tigers. So based on that, I do not necessarily know the elite football, EFAL, the Elite Football American League. I'll get that.
Well, it does appear that they're playing pro rules because I've seen several guys go down and then get up and start running again.
Only difference was they kicked off from the 40.
Well, modified.
Here we go. Bootleg.
Taylor rolling. He's got a lot of room, and he just scurries out of bounds. They're saying he's out. It looks to be about the 6.
Yeah, that's a 14-yard run and a 1st down.
You know, I guess he said Morgan's not the only one that can run.
So it'll be 1st and goal at the 6 right here.
So far, I've been really impressed with the Tigers' defense.
Yeah, I mean they gave up containment right there, but so far they've been pretty stout against the run. You know,
I mean, despite the fact they're getting outnumbered.
Yeah,
because they're bringing the H-back over. At some point, if you're the Tigers, Coach Chapman, at some point, do you start trying to +1 where they see the H-back go?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Until, you know, they did just now give a little look where they ran the little naked bootleg off of it. But every time they've motioned over, the action of the play has gone that way. So
it's that G play right there. I'm not sure what everybody would call it, but that's what I think of when you're kicking out that end. And
Tigers just used their last timeout, Coach.
It's awfully early to have no timeouts.
They're trying to get everybody lined up where they want them. They're probably talking about the same thing, that if you get that motion across, somebody's got to slide with it.
Well, pull the string, banjo across and play ball.
You know, one of the things that's been, you know, effective on what you're looking at for, you know, things like that. If you follow the motion guy, you know, then you just you stay matched up.
Well, so often plays go to the motion.
Mm-hmm. So back in that H back to the right, weak back set in the I. And they got him on the edge right here, Coach. That's easy.
And that's number 18 right there on the carry for the Thrashers. Rook Favors with a touchdown.
And, I mean, if you're looking at this, this was a 7-play drive, no passing yards.
You said what now?
7-play drive, they didn't have a single passing yard.
Looks like they're going to come out and go for 2. Taylor under center, calling for motion from right to left. I think they're going to say somebody moved, and that is indeed what happened.
They cheated.
And got caught.
They cheated. I'm going to make a statement right here. This is bootleg. I'm going to call it.
They're going to waggle.
A little bootleg action out here to the right. They got strong backs to the H back right here. No, it's just a straight sprint pass.
Why didn't he come back to the ball?
I think his feet went out from underneath him.
Okay. So the 2-point play, no good. I think you're right. I think he just kind of slipped.
Yeah. So it's 6-0 here, Thrashers, after an impressive drive. And we'll get to see a chance to look at the Tigers' offense again, see if they can answer right here. Had a nice drive first time out. Sack on 3rd down and 3 really hurt them. And on 3rd and 3, they did what you talked about, Coach. They had a +1 in there, and they kind of rushed outside and sent linebacker up the middle. So far, though, pretty well played game.
I would say so. You know, based on the roster, you would think that the Thrashers would have really already kind of taken control of things, but the Tigers came in with a really good game plan.
I agree.
You know, and as a coach, that's what you're trying to come in. You're trying to come in and you're trying to neutralize something the other team does well. And the Thrashers have a massive defensive line. And so they neutralized it by going empty and saying, okay, if you're going to bring everybody, if you don't keep contained, we're going to run. Cedric Morgan's just going to take off. Ball taken at about the 20-yard line, coming down the left sideline. Returned by number 7, Daquan Thomas. There's your drive summary. So we get to see the Tigers come out. You know, the second series is always fun to watch because you get to see everybody's first adjustments.
Absolutely.
You know, how is the defensive line of the Thrashers going to adjust to Morgan running? And, you know, the chess game is afoot. You know what I'm saying?
You say the chess game is with your foot?
Indeed, sir.
That's a big chess game.
Yeah, it is.
So 1st and 10 right here. Ball is at the Tigers' 31-yard line.
Having a little trouble getting lined up.
They're going to have to hurry up because the play clock has been running. Falling in motion, so that's man.
Morgan steps up. Oh, was he beyond the line of scrimmage?
I don't know, but if he wasn't,
Caught,
this is
headed down the sideline. Nice throw and catch there to Darius Gillette. It's going to be a big pickup unless it was beyond the line of scrimmage. And it was an illegal forward pass.
I think we're going to get an illegal forward pass. Let's see where he throws the ball from. Yeah. All parts of him are past the 31-yard line.
Yeah.
So that should be from the line of scrimmage. And I think it's going to be it should be a loss of down, shouldn't it?
If I'm not mistaken. All right, the
Hold on
officials
now.
are getting this sorted out. Let's see where they're going. Okay, the Tigers are reporting like it's on.
Now, here. What did they call?
Is it quarter? I'm not sure what's happening right now. As soon as I figure it out, I'll fill you in.
I saw him call the penalty, and then I saw him say declined. Now, I know they wouldn't decline that penalty.
Because if they decline it, the ball's down there.
Absolutely.
Do you think he mistakenly declined it? I actually saw that in the state championship game.
Yes.
Where coach,
yes, we did.
Coach had the other team had a personal foul, would have given them first and goal, and they declined the penalty and lost the game because of it. I'm just saying I've seen it happen before. Not wishing ill will on anybody. I'm just saying, like, it's happened before.
So they did correct it. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. And a loss of down, so that'll bring up second down. So that'll go down as an incomplete pass. And second down.
Morgan in the backfield. It looks like they're going to heat it up the center. Good pickup right there by the defensive line, but not enough. Get him off the edge right there. I think that was number 99. Can you see what number that is, Coach Chapman?
I cannot.
Because that was a sack.
And a loss of 3, so it'll bring up 3rd and 18.
Or is that 12 right here? Is the right side defensive end. Morgan drops, looking downfield, taking pressure up the middle, rolls to his right, fires downfield, and that's going to be incomplete.
And that should bring up 4th down.
So what started pretty well for the Tigers is kind of fizzled out. I think that was number 12, Quan Singleton.
On the sack?
Yeah.
Nice catch by the official right there. And it is going to bring up a punt.
Up to kick, and then looks like there's a false start. Although he was pointing the other way, I don't see any stoppage in play. And so the return continues.
Nice tackle right there. Number 13 had a nice play.
Number 18 on the return, Favors, tackled by number 13, Browning. I'm not sure what happened. I know I saw somebody start early, and there was some finger pointing down there. But it does seem like if it were a false start, they would have stopped play.
Absolutely would have.
So maybe it was offsides.
If you're the Tigers and they jumped off sides and it was 4th and 18 and you got the punt off, and if you were, you wouldn't accept it. You just decline it.
Oh, for sure.
And if you're the Thrashers, you get the ball at the 48-yard line, you wouldn't decline it either. I mean, you wouldn't accept it either. But it's a dead ball, false start, so we're going to do this thing again.
You know what? I think I figured it out. I think the sack was Darius Gillette.
Darius Gillette.
That's what I think the sack was.
So now it's 4th and 23.
All right.
Maybe we don't know what's going on, and it's a do-over.
Yeah. Mulligan.
And that is definitely roughing the. Oh,
Blindside.
hello. Coach is absolutely correct.
Favors on the return, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be a roughing the punter that we saw earlier. Little technical difficulties here, folks. We'll be back up in just a second. There we are. Well, let's see. Probably going to be multiple fouls on the play.
I would think so.
Looks like there's a player injured for the Tigers. Hopefully it's something minor.
So now they got the blindside block because I just saw the ref throw the flag.
I think that's where the player was injured, was on the blind side.
I think you're correct.
That's one of those things that they call it a blind side because you just don't see it coming. And a lot of times your body will end up twisting ways it's not supposed to. Back when we played, they just
Called that a block.
they called it, if you got your head in front, like it was clean.
Yep.
See you or not, it was clean. But I do appreciate the fact they're trying to make the game safer for everybody.
Absolutely.
I can appreciate that.
I can remember actually practicing that, taking the wall to the ball. Remember that on punt returns?
The USFL draft on February 22nd, 23rd. Hey, I don't know if you saw this, how we hadn't really talked lately. Our boy got an invite to the combine.
Good. So
And I looked it up, and they said that 2/3 of the guys that get to the combine
get drafted.
get drafted. And certainly if he can get his foot in the door.
Yeah, I'm okay with you name dropping. You know, with the USFL having their draft, there's 8 teams. If you ever get a chance, go on and read how they're doing this draft. Very curious to see. It's something that we keep bringing up, mainly because we're in the semi-pro world, and that's that tier right below it. XFL looks like it's going to start within the next 2 years. USFL, all their games are taking place in Birmingham, and the playoffs will take place in Canton, Ohio. They will relocate everybody who makes the playoffs, the championship type. I think it's going to be 3 games, and they'll take place in the Hall of Fame, where the Hall of Fame game takes place.
Cool.
So should be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep us in touch here with the USFL, mainly because the hope is we're going to see some of these players in these developmental leagues make their step up into the next
for sure.
level.
Our kid, the kid we were talking about, kid used to play for us at a little Christian school, but his name is Demarion Williams. And I was actually looking for Demarion Williams in the invite list, and I was like, man, he didn't get invited. But we always called him Pepe.
Yep.
And that's what he's listed as. He's listed as Pepe Williams.
There you go. Well, Dylan will be glad to hear that because he was asking me the other day, and I told him I did not know. So after all of the penalties have been distributed, the personal foul roughing the punter penalty gives the Tigers a first down. It is not, and I repeat, it is not 4th and 23 anymore. Thank you to my esteemed colleague, Coach Collins, for pointing that out. So 1st and 10 right here, ball will be at the 43-yard line.
A little bit different look. Got that jet motion coming across, little jet zone action, lots of pressure. Just barely got rid of the ball. Heat coming down on Morgan.
Now, you know what I'm going to say right here, Coach. They're blitzing every play.
Oh, if you get the ball connected to somebody, like you got something.
But, Coach, that run that jet look right there and then bring the back away from the jet and throw a screen, there's nobody at home.
Oh, no.
He will bump his head on the goalpost.
To me, that particular look takes such an enormous amount of timing, though, to have the real deception. You know what I'm saying? It's tough to just jump into.
2nd and 10 right here for the Tigers. Tried to run that.
That was really nice. I thought the deception right there. Favors makes the play. He's having a really good game so far. He's got 2 tackles, half a sack, and a touchdown. So,
yeah, I'd say he's having a heck of a game. That's going to be a loss of 3 and bring up 3rd down and 13. And, yes, I would say Mr. Favors falls under the category of game changer.
we've seen him quite a bit over our years together. And we know he is a straight-up baller.
So 3rd and 13 right here for the Tigers. And after some initial success on the first drive, it's been kind of a tough going right here on this second drive of the first quarter.
Here comes that motion. Able to get the ball out. My goodness.
And there's the pass interference penalty.
That pass intended for number 17 for the Tigers. I think he just got his towel back from somebody. They pulled it off of him.
And that's going to be another first down. Second first down on this drive by penalty. And it'll move the football all the way up to the 48-yard line right here.
So right now, the penalties even at 3 apiece. Got it balanced up. All right. That doubles look. Back off to the left for the Tigers. Looks like they're going to get a 4-man rush. And he's able to get it off to the back on a swing, and that's not going to develop into much. Drop the stick. Drop the stick. That ball carried by number 6, Micah Austin. Brought down by John West Grant.
And that's going to be a completion for -1. 2nd and 11. This is the craziest drive I've ever seen.
And again, if you're ever holding the stick, when the action comes towards you, drop it.
Please do.
Drop the stick, please.
You cannot hold on to that thing.
It will ruin somebody's day.
Drop it and get out of the way, my friend.
There's a snap. Here comes the heat off the edge. Morgan steps up, fires downfield. Oh, should have been picked. I think that was off the hands of Favors right there.
I know one thing, the dig route coming up underneath that, if you'll see it on the replay right here, he's got a wide open receiver right there, and if he catches that, he can just keep running right on over here.
Well, if he planted and cuts back the other way, there's nobody there.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like there's a flag on the ground. Well, the official just picked it up. I missed the signal.
It was holding.
Holding.
So that's going to make up 2nd and 21.
And the Tigers take the lead in penalties. 4-3. Still a 6-0 ball game. Here in the first quarter. Morgan looking downfield, steps up, takes off. There he goes. Cuts back.
That's a great run.
Almost lost the ball right there.
He's going to be really close to a first down, Coach.
Looks like that was number 22 that finally got him.
That's a gain of 20 right
Curtis
there.
Benton. Gain of 20, you say?
It's going to bring up 3rd and 1. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter.
It's been a good game so far. 6-0 at the end of one.
Definitely been an interesting game. I'll give you that much. Been a lot of plays, and we're back to our tiers of leagues right here. XFL and USFL. Is it true that they haven't released the names of the draftable players for the USFL?
That is correct. That'll be released on Monday based on the rumors that I heard from a grapevine near South somewhere. But most importantly, what I want us to take a look at, and I'd love for you two gentlemen to talk because you've had several years' experience of semi-pro football. And you can see in Tier 3 and Tier 2 and Tier 1, I mean, the ultimate goal is the CFL and the NFL. You know, the leagues that we're aware of, we've dealt with, you know, we've not had an opportunity anywhere near 3 and 2. Dealing with that. And some of that's indoor, as you can see, arena leagues and actually games themselves, meaning outside. But the USFL, talk to me about, do you feel like that's going to be a successful venture this year? I'm going to let y'all talk a little bit about that here in the second quarter as this game's going about.
Well,
I mean, y'all are great speakers. I'm
I
going to
think-
reach out for parties.
Well, I was waiting for Coach Chapman to start.
No, man, just let it go, man, because, I mean, we were all part of that generation back in the day when the USFL came across.
Well,
And it was huge, and Donald Trump backed it, and it made it even bigger in that sense.
And then they decided to go and try to
I know,
go
into
head
the
to
fall,
head.
and
Yeah,
you
it
don't
was-
do it because it's just a different bird. You get playoff games like we did in the past 4 weeks. That's
Okay.
just different. Go ahead.
I got the question for you.
All right.
The quiz question of the day. Hold on.
I got him.
He gives up the middle. They split it.
That was nice. Nice.
That's a gain of 10 and another first down.
You being a wrestler, what was that? How many points is that on that takedown?
That would be
Well, that's only 2 because you got to.
I feel like he swung his hips real well
Yeah,
and
but see,
rolled into
you got to
it.
go straight over.
Okay.
If you go straight over, it's 5.
Okay. I mean, he spun him around on that part. I would love the Thrashers to have clearer numbers.
Okay.
They fade that number, and it's so
That
hard
was
to see it.
99 on the play. That was number 99, Jackson.
Yep. And
He's
he
having
is-
a good game.
He is. He is a defensive juggernaut for the Thrashers out
What
of
2
Georgia.
things
Yes, sir.
did the NFL take from the USFL?
You just watched the 30 for 30, brother.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I
you
got a
did.
book. It's called Bathroom Potpourri Football.
I appreciate you saying that. Somebody needs to have that in our bathroom. So I will be able to tell that to you here in a minute and let y'all continue to call this game. And we'll go back to that because that's good. I'm going to Google it so I feel like I have the answer.
Morgan, lots of pressure.
Wow.
He goes down.
Who was that? 16 or 18?
That's number 18. That's Favors with another sack.
He has been all over the place today.
And that is a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 2nd and 15.
It has been very interesting watching Rook over the time period that we've seen him. And a lot of times, you know, one of the good and bads, happies and sad, is that during the pandemic we created a studio. So we don't necessarily go to the games anymore. And we'll send certain individuals out there, wonderful people by the name of Robert Reed, Maya Barrett, Joey Russo, Jennifer Colbert, Doran and Devin Johnson, and Calvin Bennett and different individuals out there to do that. So we don't really get that feel of how well they're moving and how fast. But talk to me about the skill level that you're thinking about these two teams right now, Adam and Craig.
Well, I definitely think these guys, you can see that there's a lot of college experience on the field because you see the way guys move, the way guys read things, the way they adapt to the situation while it's happening. You know, to me, that's one of the biggest tells of how experienced a guy is when everything's falling apart, what does he do?
I usually take a nap, so, you know, eat my Wheaties. But I understand that. What about you, Craig?
Well, I mean, you just look at the guys on the back end. You you've got speed all over the field, and you've got playmaking ability all over the field. And then you couple that with guys up front that get after the quarterback, and it makes for a very entertaining game. It's a lot of fun to watch when you have, guys running routes and everything is, greater than 15 yards, which is, fits what I like to do.
Right, and I understand that on that part. They did not flip sides, correct?
They did not.
Okay. And how many timeouts do the Thrashers have?
2.
Thank you. Just when it switches over to a quarter, they change it up, and they try to treat it like the basketball world and these things. Apologize for that. People trying to figure out how they got 5 timeouts left. So to be
got them extra special timeouts.
Coach's challenge timeouts.
That's right.
You could buy more before the game started.
Oh, really? If you had the quarters and nickels and dimes and pennies, that's not bad. Not bad at all. So.
What if you really could go out to the ref and say,
no,
all right, here's a hundy. I need 6 timeouts this half.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that on that.
It's gonna cost you $100, Coach. All right, man, let's do it.
Take up donations from the staff before the game. Here we go.
Everybody kick in for your timeout if you'd like one.
Wrote a song about it. Like to hear it.
Here it goes.
We're way too old, gentlemen.
Absolutely.
Way too old.
I learned that really fast today.
I hear you. Back over to you, gentlemen.
3rd down and 10 right here. Going to get 5-man. Oh, they're going to jump out here. Got a 5-man box right here for the Thrashers.
Morgan dropping, getting pressure, and he goes down. And that is going to be – you see that number? Is that 20? Is that
23,
20?
I think.
28, 23?
Looks like 20, maybe 22.
22. Curtis Benton on the sack there.
And that brings up 4th and 16 right here. So, 4th down, 16. What you got in your playbook right here, Coach?
4th down to 16. I'm going to run the shallow because I think the dig will be there. And if the dig's not there, maybe hit the shallow with some room to run.
I'm going to throw all verts and hope to get a pass interference penalty. It worked good earlier in the drive. Oh, that's illegal snap.
Oh. You can't do that.
And that's definitely number 22, Coach.
It was definitely number 22?
It was.
Okay.
Hey, what's the play count right now for this drive?
We are.
It feels like it's something that I wanted to ask.
We're on play 12.
That's what I thought.
And we have had
that's what you're wondering, how much the Thrashers are getting gashed because their ears are pinned back.
Oh,
Right now the Tigers don't have any more timeouts.
None. So it's just continuous play right here.
Right. I mean, and between the penalties kind of stifling right now, and they're not going to punt it because they're past the 50. Let's go.
There's a snap. Morgan stepping up, takes off, rolls to his left, getting boxed in, fires downfield. Oh,
that was almost
caught. It's caught, but it's out of bounds.
That was almost a great catch.
Neil Browning on the catch right there, but unfortunately he is out of bounds when he makes the catch.
And I have to type up the weirdest drive summary I've ever typed in my life.
So right there, it's going to be a turnover on downs. The Thrashers are going to come out back on offense. 6-0 here in the second quarter. See if the Thrashers can get in the end zone again.
Well, they haven't been on offense in what seems like forever.
An eternity. So here we go. The Big Uglies making their way to the line of scrimmage here. And there's some big cats, buddy. I'm going to expect that motion across, kick out the end, insert, and go. And I was wrong. Max protect right there. Taylor rolls, just throws the ball away. I don't think I see a receiver close.
outside the pocket if they're playing NFL rules.
Oh, true that. True that. Good call, sir.
I try.
All right, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Thrashers.
Your silence on Puxatana Phil's ex-wife saying he's a liar.
Yeah, I was reading it,
You did a good job.
but I was only reading it to myself.
I know. I could hear that.
You
through
could
your,
hear it.
your reaction.
Could you smell the
yeah.
smoke?
And the Tigers are bringing everybody.
Looks like maybe, is there a timeout, or did somebody cross the line? Or they're going to say they crossed the line. Apparently made contact.
Wow.
So you can add offsides.
That's the 6th penalty on the Tigers so far, Coach.
Indeed it is, sir. They are leading 6-3 in the penalty category.
Absolutely.
Not one of those you want to win.
No, it is not. And it's 2nd down and 5 now.
First real open formation we've seen. And it's going to result in a sack. Big number 34 for the Tigers, A.J. Sinclair with a sack. And the first big play defensively of the night for the Tigers.
And that's a loss of 11. So we'll bring up 3rd down and 16.
Got a little freeze there.
Clap your hands.
A little freeze frame. We'll see if we can get this thing
Where's
back
the
right now.
music,
It's got a
man?
little
Come
hiccup.
on, you should have had that one queued up.
Jay Giles, man.
Nah, I'm not doing that, man. We'll see if we can get this back social media-wise. Give us 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all can have
Like
a
being at a
chance.
skating rink.
I hear you. Everything froze across the board here. Let's see
Uh-oh.
if we can get it back.
Well, it was pretty cold this morning.
Well, I tell you, but so far, great game.
Yeah.
Well, we're back up and running, so give me 1 second. Y'all keep talking. You're doing a great
Well,
job. I mean,
okay.
haikus will be written about you. No worries.
Awesome. I like haiku.
I don't doubt that for a second.
I like it when they write haikus about me.
It's the low coups I always worry about.
Absolutely.
All right.
So that looks like an incomplete pass,
Indeed it does.
and they called holding, which should be declined to bring up 4th down.
It'll pick up through here because I'm watching it
All
on
right.
the other end.
We're good.
So y'all are doing a good job. It'll speed every go. Now we look like we should be fine at this point.
And we're back here.
All right.
in
Hey, just
beautiful
relax,
Atlanta,
you know.
Georgia at Anderson Park.
So they did have a penalty, but it was also declined.
For a little cross-league battle action between the Georgia Thrashers and the Atlanta Tigers.
That's an excellent ball spotting method right there.
Yeah, just kick it to where you want it.
I agree. I felt like it a lot. So it should be 4th down and 16 right here. And we had the holding. It will be declined.
I would anticipate a punt. If I were a betting man,
But are you a betting man?
I would think that Tyler Pawanda would be out on the field getting ready to punt.
I don't see anybody out on the field getting ready to punt.
I don't either.
It looks like a doubles look. Perhaps maybe this is going to be
Maybe a quick kick.
snap and pitch it back and punt it.
Okay, maybe this is the punt formation where they just move as few people as possible. Nope. That's quarterback under center. And there's motion from right to left. There's a snap. Taylor drops, looking downfield, lets it fly.
Oh, my word.
Has a man. Oh, no. Why did he slow down?
Oh,
Why did he slow down?
Coach.
That pass was intended for Keithon Redding. That was a touchdown, but he leaned back to try and look for it, and when he did, He shortened himself up. Oh, man. What a throw. And that was a gutsy call.
You think?
I really appreciate that call. If I were the defensive coordinator for that team, I would be really, really unhappy. Okay, there's the Super Bowl odds for next year. Hey, has anybody seen the movie about Sean Payton, where Kevin James is Sean Payton?
I have not.
I saw it today. My wife picked it out on Netflix. It's your generic after-school special version of what happened when he got suspended.
Really?
Yeah, he goes home and coaches his kids' football team. Now, how true that is, I don't know. It did say it was based on a true story, but what does that even mean? You know what I'm saying?
That is true. So now the Tigers get the ball at the Thrashers 35.
I tell you what, this is supreme confidence in your defense, and that's what I told my coordinator. I'm like, man, y'all can stop them. You're good.
Absolutely. First and 10 right here at the 35.
Morgan's trying to step up, and he can't. He's swarmed under. I mean, who do you give that to?
I'm going to give it to number 12.
Give that one to number 12, you say?
Let me make sure that's number 12.
Shangleton. So a sack for Shangleton.
And a loss of 7, so it'll bring up second down and 17. And, Coach?
So,
like you said, hey, got supreme confidence in you. Go get them.
They're already backed up.
I mean, just my opinion coming up at halftime. Can't wait to play this game with Coach Collins.
You know. All right, Morgan in the gun, empty look.
Now, if I'm the Tigers, I'm throwing quick screen to the top. Now I'm not, because now here comes the press.
There's a snap. He coming off the edge. Morgan steps up, is able to evade pressure initially. Cuts back and is tripped up. I think number 5 tripped him up. That's going to be Howard Williams.
Gain of 5 right there is going to bring up
the league reigning sack leader.
Bring up 3rd and 12.
And I think everybody but him has a sack tonight. Like it's been a sack party for the Thrashers.
It has been.
I know you got to appreciate that if you're defensive lineman for stats when the team drops back, try to throw every play.
Did we just change it? Was there just a change in quarterbacks right here?
That does look like somebody else came in. Let's get a look real quick. And they're going to say that's half.
That can't be half.
That's what he just said. He held the ball up in the air. That means it's halftime. Everybody seems to be a bit confused.
I'm confused. We played the world's longest first quarter and the world's shortest second quarter.
Well, they still got 2 hours left before the lights go out in Anderson Park. They do shut off at 11.
That's the night that the lights went
out in Georgia.
No, just Anderson Park there, boys. I'll get you some themes as we go.
I remember being at Anderson Park running 900 yards of extension cord.
Hey, every day you should be happy where we're at right now, Mister. Hey, I don't like driving this far because I live in Zebulon. You know, I mean, Zebulon's right next to the Oz, right?
Yeah,
it is.
It is.
It's all right.
I can tell you one thing.
And it's pronounced Zebulon.
No, Zebulon.
Zebulon.
It's Zebulon.
If you say Zebulon down there, people will try to run you out of town.
And that's fine because I don't live there. They can run me out of town. It's quite all right. All right, gentlemen, we're going to take a pause here, give everybody a chance to check their facilities and come back with just my opinion. Once again, I'm Bo McMichael with Adam Collins and Craig Chapman here on the Game of the Week. The Georgia Thrashers taking on the Atlanta Tigers. A lot of fun here in Anderson Park. Sit tight. We'll be right back.
58 Live is the place to be for quality broadcast for you to see. They deliver prime coverage like Amazon. No matter what day of the week you see them on, you don't need to double check. The truth is clearer than air. Treat it like a viral video and share. There's no comparison, no equal to mention. You can see for yourself. Let it have your attention. From the beginning, you'll see what you would have hated to miss. And the recapable moment. So keep dropping the hits. Turn up the volume, grab your favorite seat. So sit back right now and enjoy what's on screen. 58 Live in the building.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second half. Our game of the week, Georgia Thrashers versus the Atlanta Tigers. I'm Bo McMichael with Craig Chapman and Adam Collins here in the 58 Live studio. And glad to have everybody with us. Adam and Craig, thoughts of the first half overall? What's your thoughts, man? Talk to me a little bit, Craig. Go ahead. You go first, big man.
Well, I mean, it was a very, deliberately paced game. You only had.
I mean, the first thing you said when the halftime started was like, the Thrashers only had 2 possessions.
They did. They only had 2 possessions, and they had a 7-play drive and a 4-play drive. They ran 11 plays in the first half.
Don't spoil my summary.
Well, I mean,
I'm putting a summary. I'm just joking.
But, so you look at it and you're thinking, well, that one drive that the Tigers had when they had the benefit of a pass interference call and the roughing the punter call, that drive lasted forever. And it just ate up the entire first half. But because of that, the Tigers, because they have a time of possession, they're dominating time of possession, they're in the game. And they
right.
And when the Thrashers tried to spread out the Tigers' defense, it worked in the Tigers' favor. They absolutely destroyed their front. So I would look for the Thrashers to come back out, go back to a little power football here, try to run the football at the Tigers where they had some success on that opening drive.
What about you, Adam Collins? Talk to me a little bit about your overall thoughts.
Very impressed with the Tigers. Thought they had a great game plan coming in. It would have been my plan against what I thought was a very possibly more talented group. My philosophy would have been take away what they do best and then try to keep away with football. And they did a really good job of that.
Sorry for saying the total yards should be 38. We'll bring that up here in a minute.
38 first downs, that's impressive.
Shush.
I like the 11 turnovers.
Both of y'all. I don't need this right here, okay? It did it differently. I'm all right, man, fine. I'll go redo it. I thought it was looking at the first time. I mean, hey, everybody has their issues, I mean, goodness gracious. I'm just messing with you. But first of all, before we get started here, I have a question to ask both of you.
Okay.
All right. What if they closed the grocery stores and we had to hunt for our own food? Do y'all know where Little Debbie lives?
Right next door to the Muffin Man.
I'm telling you, Marbury Lane, man. Marbury Lane. It's just my opinion. That's all I can offer on that part. It's just my opinion.
That's pretty funny.
It was. In this situation. Now, let me ask you a question. If you were the Cincinnati Bengals and you had the opportunity to have no school on Monday, okay, because this is what they did. They no school on Monday, February 14th. What would you have done, Adam Collins? You just lost the Super Bowl. What would you do? It's just your opinion. Hold on. Let me get just your opinion so we don't get fired. All right, go ahead.
Bask in the fact that my season came up one game short, but we did better than anybody thought possible.
You know what? And for you to be all proactive, you're killing this just my opinion segment. All right, I like that. What about you, Craig Chapman? What would you do, man? Because imagine I would have loved for Atlanta to say no school after.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. I would have been so – I mean, I didn't get up out of bed. That was the first time my wife did not even move. It was – a tear rolled down my face right there, not on my eye in that situation.
I'll tell you what I would have done.
What's that?
I would have been so happy that we were in the Super Bowl and the way that – I know it didn't end the way they wanted it to, but I was so impressed with them that I would have been at peace and I would have went fishing.
Okay. And it's very interesting in that sense of how everybody looks at it. And I was so happy that it was – anytime I can watch a Super Bowl, and I will say this hands down, in any football game, if I can watch a game and it matters within the last minute of a game, I'm locked in.
NFL playoffs were great this year.
Oh, they were, absolutely.
They were hilariously wonderful. Where I'm like, I was almost content that my team was not involved because I did not want to deal with that.
That would have been
hard.
Could you imagine
No.
the Falcons
No.
playing in some of those games?
No.
I would have broken my house. Not anything in my house, the entire house.
No, in time.
Don't
maybe
they only let good teams play in the playoffs?
Okay, wonk, wonk, wonk. Here we go.
I had a joke about some other team, but
hold on, everybody, be quiet. That's what I hear when Adam Collins talks right here. This is what I hear right here. When I looked up, special effects for a guy that just makes me want to hurt somebody, and it goes. It's okay. I love you, man. I appreciate
Hey, did you ever find the answer to my question?
No, I haven't really looked, buddy. I've been multitasking. Okay.
All right. I'm going to spill it.
All right, go ahead, man.
All right.
Let's spill it after this kickoff. We'll get this game started. I'll get the stats updated so somebody don't talk about 38 first downs, and we'll get started
And
here
11
shortly.
turnovers.
All right,
God,
people. They went on one side. That's all. I wasn't prepared for that.
And there's the kick.
Wow.
It's going to –
Uh-oh.
Favors is able to pick it up, head it back around the right side. Goodness,
nice
I hope he's
tackle
all right.
right there.
He got yoked, and the way he got pulled down, that's a little – looked like number 14 got him for the Tigers.
I think that's actually number 18, Coach.
That's what I said, 18, Tony Howell. You got to listen, Coach Chapman.
Absolutely. I'm working on that.
You have the set of working eyes, so. All right, you ready? The two things that the NFL took from the original USFL. The two-point conversion.
Great. No.
And instant replay.
And Herschel Walker.
Indeed. What a steal. 900-yard games in Minnesota.
And
First year he was there.
And returned the first kickoff. The first time he ever touched the ball in Minnesota after the trade, he ran it for a touchdown.
See, he gets a bad rap. He did a great job at Minnesota.
Nobody was ever going to live down that trade, though. So 1st and 10 right here. Ball is at the 23-yard line. Thrashers back in that power look, Coach.
Uh-oh. Looked like somebody zigged where they should have zagged on
And
that
it
one.
didn't matter,
Hits a
Coach.
man across the middle. There he goes. He's running in a crowd.
All the way up to they're going to spot him at the 50-yard line.
Was that 6 on the reception?
Yes, it is.
Number 6 there on the reception.
And they're going to mark him. Oh,
That's Chris
easy.
Weems.
They marked him all the way to the 48 where he did not get, but that's a first down. No huddle look right here.
That was a huge pickup as well.
29 yards.
Weaving in and out. There goes Peanut Williams. Nice run right there.
Down to the 36-yard line or 37-yard line. And another first down, gain of 11 right there. So back-to-back first downs. I think there was a special meeting of the minds in the Thrashers halftime huddle.
Yeah, it would appear so, would it not?
Yeah, I mean, look how many players the Tigers have at the line of scrimmage, Coach.
There's motion. Looked like maybe a missed handoff almost.
I think that was supposed to be a play-action pass, and he gained a yard. I have no idea how he gained a yard, but he gained a yard. Make it 2nd down and 9.
So right now, looking at 2nd and long for the Thrashers.
I'm looking for this to be off tackle to the left right here.
Is that Moo Manson at quarterback?
It's number 15.
Yeah, that's him. He's a much bigger cat.
He threw a nice ball to start off, and that is not
He
power.
drops, looking left,
And
fires.
throws an absolute rocket
and he throws a strike.
all the way down to the
Ball
22.
caught by number 6, tackled by number 24.
Gain of 14 and another first down.
That's his 2nd catch on this drive. 2nd catch for Chris Weems. How big a game was that, Coach Chapman?
14 and a first down.
He's got 43 yards on this drive. Manson drops back under pressure. Will not escape. Sacked by number 34, A.J. Sinclair. That's number 2 for Sinclair today.
Loss of 4 to bring up second down and 14. But an impressive start to the third quarter right here for the Thrashers offense.
That sack was a bit of a hiccup.
They're doing something that most teams, you know, when you're trying to get a little change up in what you're doing, they're throwing out of running sets. So they're getting everybody for, I mean, look at the Tigers front right now. They're loaded up in there. They're eagled down and everything. Safety's in the box.
Give off the left side. There he goes. He's out in the open. And that's Favors. Big pickup right there by Favors.
All the way down for another first down.
What was the yardage on that,
15 yards and a first down, Coach. And that's the 4th first down of this drive. The ball was at the 27-yard line, 28-yard line.
And so the Thrashers knocking at the door here.
So about 14 yards, 15 yards right there. There goes the fade route.
Oh. And that was almost a great catch because I thought that was a really bad ball because it was thrown inside low.
And the one thing we always talk about up and to the outside when we're talking about throwing the ball to the corner of the end zone. But one of the things that helped right there was that he threw it on time, and because he threw it in the right time, when his foot hit the top of the drop, he let it go. And when he let it go, the receiver turned and attacked the ball, and the corner never knew where the ball was at. And it almost ended up being, even though it was a bad throw, the bad throw almost ended up being the perfect thing because the corner had no idea where the ball was at. So second down right here and 10.
There's the give right up the gut. Favors stays up.
Touchdown.
And he's in. Touchdown, Favors. That's his second one of the day.
I mean, exploded up the middle. 12 yards and a touchdown.
So Rook Favors right now, 2 tackles, a sack and a half, and 2 touchdowns.
So what you're saying is he's definite contention for player of the game.
I would say he's definitely in contention for player of the game. All right, here we go. Big moment right here on this extra point. We know how pivotal these can be in a game like this.
Got him. Oh, just overthrew it.
That's the second time that big number 85 has been targeted in the end zone. Darius Owens just unable to get it to him. First time he slipped down on what would have been a touchdown, and then the second time is just kind of too tall for him.
That was an 8-play 77-yard drive.
So here early in the third, the Thrashers up 12-0 after they come out with a commanding opening drive to start the second half.
Good balance too, Coach. 34 yards on the ground, 43 yards in the air. Started off with a huge 29-yard gain to start it off. And there's a look at next week's Commissioner's Cup Classic.
The Tuskegee Airmen and the Predators. And then the Cobras and the Storm.
We've seen the Storm play before, have we not, Coach?
The Cobras, the Predators. Remind me where they're from. Because I think we've seen
Columbus.
I think we've seen everybody in action. Obviously, things change from year to year, but
I'll give you more prep on that. Apologize, gentlemen. So I brought that in, hoping that the Savant, Rain Man was what we call him back home.
What was Columbus? Were they
the Storm.
They were
Columbus
the Storm.
Yeah.
Who were the Predators?
The Alabama Predators.
Alabama. Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's Alabama Predators. And we got the Georgia Cobras. They're in middle.
Cobras.
They're like kind of in the middle Georgia area. Cordell.
It's Cordell.
Oh,
that ball, that almost ended up. Had a missed kick or an onside kick.
the best
right
thing
here.
I did was figure out special effects.
No, that
this
was
week.
hilarious. I mean, that.
Okay, because man, every time you tell me, I'm gonna put a word up there, and you're gonna be like, what does that mean? I'm like,
It's like that time we were calling that game. You kept calling it the Opalika.
okay, Opalaka.
It's Opalika.
Oh,
I bet you say Talladega too. It's Talladega.
So the ball's going to be at the 41
thank
while
you,
you
Craig.
guys.
I appreciate
While
that.
you guys have your.
The irony is that his number is 79 and you're 9, and I handle. So we can take 7 out of the equation and just make it 9. So, gosh almighty, I give him a Chick-fil-A sandwich and he just pronounced it and again doing my pronunciations. And Agricola. Can you tell me what Agricola means?
Who?
Exactly. It's a farmer in Latin. Have you ever seen a Latin farmer?
Okay. What? Okay. Latin's no good anywhere other than the SAT, my friend.
No. It's good if
medical books.
Yes. Or they
or
invent a time machine and you have to go back and past.
You're a doctor of. That's right. That's
Killing me. Y'all get back to the game before everybody leaves us, man. That's what's going to happen. Everybody's just going to get off the scene.
They won't quit arguing.
All right.
Everybody's talking about these guys got dad jokes for days. Doubles look right here for the Tigers. 1st and 10 at their own 40.
Here comes motion across. And it's the Jet coming around the
got
right
it.
side. He's got the edge. He cuts back inside. And he's going to get drugged down by number 12.
That's 8 yards right there. Going to bring up 2nd down and 2. Nice job.
Carry right there by Neil Browning. If you remember, Mr. Browning almost had a great catch.
Oh, he certainly did.
Tackled by Shangleton.
And that's an 8-yard reception because of the forward pitch. All of us spread guys are vain enough to make everything a completion.
That's the only way to run the Jet, in my opinion.
I mean, somebody asked me one time, why would you pitch it? I was like, because I need another completion.
Because if he drops it, it's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, it's not a fumble. I mean, there are logistical reasons for it.
And it's timing.
Oh.
I like timing up that play right there to be just right where he crosses and you're able to give off the zone. That takes so much timing, whereas tossing it up in the air, and for one thing, the guy doesn't slow down.
Nope.
Because his natural inclination is going to be to slow down to take the ball.
Mm-hmm.
He can't help it. But if you toss it up in the air, he just keeps running.
So went from 2nd and 2 to 2nd and 7 right here.
Well, certainly not what you wanted. That's penalty number 7.
So they gave him 9 on that first one, Coach. So because it's now 2nd and 6. We've gotten to the point in the game where spot it where you like happens.
Yeah.
So
have it your way.
Burger King spot.
Yeah, Burger King spot.
Tigers got a chance right here to climb right back into the game.
Oh, no, bad snap. And racing to get on the ball. That is what we call a drive exterminator. Good job right there. It looked like number 2, Chris Brumfield. No, that's not Brumfield. Who was that?
What in the world?
Maybe Key Watson, who got on the ball for him.
Why did they spot it? Never mind. I'm done.
But, you know, we always talk about keys to the game and the things that we harp on. We didn't really talk about it today. The things we harp on, special teams, turnovers, and center quarterback exchange.
Absolutely. Loss of 20 right there.
You know, I tell you what, losing 20 yards is not helpful to your cause. trying to win a football game. Boom.
That is that dynamite.
That was in memory of my dude.
Yes.
Of my dude.
It's that color analysis we love on 58 Live. Losing 20 yards on a bad snap is not conducive to winning. Thank you.
Really know what you wanted to do.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
That's why I said boom afterwards.
Boom.
There's a snap. He's able to handle this one. He's under pressure. Rolling to his right, tries to dump it off.
Look at this.
Gets it to a receiver. They're going to be back to fourth and manageable. That ball
It's going to be 4th and 4.
That ball caught by Darian Thomas. I mean, great job right there.
Look at the replay. Watch him get out here right now. And you see him, he just runs away from the defense.
He's just hanging out in the hole. And kind of bodies up the DB, and then, well, I guess that's a linebacker.
I mean, that should be all the way up to the 46. That should be a gain of 22.
Where did they put it?
I don't know what they're doing.
Okay, they're marking him down at the 48, now they're tacking something onto that.
They called a 15-yard. That's a personal foul.
They're calling a dead ball foul right there.
And that's a first down. That was the greatest football player in the history of the world. That
was really nice. That was a great job by Morgan buying time. Heads up by the receiver, and I like the fact that he bodied up the linebacker like they were playing basketball, like he was throwing it to him underneath the hoop right there.
So we'll give him 28 right there, because it was actually 22 on the completion.
Give off the left side. Escapes the initial. Nice job right there. Tackled by Favors for a big loss.
Who made the tackle?
Favors.
So the guy that makes every play made the tackle.
Essentially.
The Tigers have called a timeout, Coach.
Hopefully it's about trying to find a way to get Rook Favors off the field. Well, what are you talking about right here, Coach Chapman?
I mean, we just got the gift of all gifts. It was third and forever.
All right, the discussion we're going to have right now is when it comes to the Super Bowl, should they change their uniforms only for this game and switch it up and make it something like a Christmas Day NBA uniform?
Absolutely.
Adam Collins, you got the first call. It's just your opinion. Give it to me right now.
100%. It's a special game. Why not have a special uniform?
I mean, could you imagine this matchup between the Bengals and the Rams looking like that?
I mean, that's awesome.
I'm not going to disagree with you right there. Craig Chapman, what do you think?
Absolutely. If you're the NFL, this should have already happened, because the NFL is all about making what?
Money.
And then you could sell these jerseys. You don't think people wouldn't buy these jerseys?
Oh, Super Bowl jerseys, where it's just not where you just have a label on the side.
I mean,
that has the.
I'm a diehard Falcons fan, and if that Bengals uniform right there is
give me white helmets.
That is the cleanest uniform ever.
I agree. When I saw that come across, and I'm going to bring you two more things here in the fourth quarter if I can stay awake. Once again, the lights go off at 11 o'clock. It is 9:33. I'm watching the three-point contest. I'll give you an update if Trae Young is getting involved here, and I'll give you all some insight. Back to the game itself. Gentlemen, y'all doing a great job. Live from Anderson Park, Adam and Craig, take it away.
Uh-oh. Looked like they started early.
Well, they definitely did, so it's going to be 2nd and 11. I give the Tigers a lot of credit. You know, they've hung around and hung around and hung around in this thing
against a very talented team.
And you know, and they're doing whatever it takes to move the football. And, you know, anybody can say what they want to about it. They're holding on the football, and they've only, I mean, realistically, you know, they've had the ball the entire game.
Yeah.
And, you know, they've had some huge plays. They had the big pass play that was called back because of the illegal forward pass. But, you know, they're close right here. They got, you know, they bust one right here. We've got a football game.
Oh, for sure. But this is kind of a must-score possession.
I agree.
Looks like the Thrashers thinking about heating them up.
I think that's every snap.
Lots of pressure coming off the edge.
Got him.
Oh, almost a huge play, but it was like he was trying to.
I think he lost it in the lights, to be quite honest with you, Coach. I'm not trying to make that up. The way lights sit right now, they're so much lower than they used to be. And he's looking right back into it, and you could tell he kind of jumped and had no idea where the ball was at. So, you know, I know it wasn't either that or he's got a visor on and that visor fogged up on him, one of the two.
Yeah, because it looked like it was going to be a big play.
Yeah, because I saw it when it happened. When he stepped up, and you could see the defender leave the back in the flat. So that'll bring up 3rd and 11 right here.
So 3rd and 11 at the Thrasher 41. It's definitely 2-down territory.
Definitely is.
Tail of the tape there. I like it. I like it.
That was excellent work.
Having a little trouble getting lined up.
I think they
looks to be some confusion.
I have no idea what I'm hearing in my ears right now.
All right.
Quick screen.
And can't hang on.
That's 2 plays on this drive where they had a chance for big plays.
Hit Brumfield in the breadbasket, but he just can't find the handle. It's hard sometimes when the ball's low and you let it get into your body. It's hard to catch.
Here live from the 58 Live Network Studios, Georgia Thrashers versus the Atlanta Tigers. Looking at a 4th down and 11 right here.
All right.
I want them to let me call plays like that on the field. Just meet with my segment on the field.
Yeah. Hey, everybody.
This is what we're doing.
Yeah, I've been told once they set the ball, I can't be out there. Looking downfield, lets it fly.
Oh, he's there.
Has a receiver.
Oh, it's called. Oh.
Oh, no. Now, how do you call that a catch? You have to complete the catch.
I don't think they did. I think he's just waiting to get the ball.
No, he was running across the field doing like this. He was calling that a catch. But you have to complete the catch.
Absolutely.
But yeah, the guy coming in from the side right there, he was giving the catch signal. Like that the ground caused the fumble. Maybe that's what he was thinking. That ball was obviously incomplete, right?
To me, it was. It was a great throw and a great effort. But
so he's still saying it's a catch. He walks up into the pile and was still into the huddle right there with the officials and was still giving the catch signal. He was like, yeah, it's a catch, right? And the White Hat said, no, it's a turnover on downs.
So the Thrashers will take over.
Hey, 3-point contest. I'll bring that up if Trey makes it. But Trey just got it to the next level or next round.
Are they kicking field goals?
I mean, don't be quiet. I am talking.
A 3-point contest?
Yes. You're not allowed to talk when we're talking about basketball. He pulled a Larry Bird. He hit the last shot to get himself to the next round.
Really?
Yeah, well, it was nice.
Oh, breaking off the left side. Stays up. Nice, tough run right there by Favors, who has been the force that makes the Thrashers go today.
13 more for Favors right there and another first down.
I mean, to not be a very big guy, he sure does run hard. How many yards do you have for him rushing?
I don't have it individual. I just have team.
There he goes around the edge.
Good.
Great patience
Nice.
right there.
5 more.
So
2nd and 5 right here.
big drive right here. You know,
Actually,
if,
2nd and 4, Coach. They gave him 6 on that.
if they score right here, that's ball game.
Don't say it.
That's ball game. That'd be it. We're
You know
here
it.
live from Score 58 Studio. We're playing in the dark. Overtime.
4th overtime. If they run toss sweep this way, they got it.
Yeah, they got leverage. And looked like they were trying to do something, but
Wow.
the Tiger defense had a meeting in the backfield. And they all get up limping. I don't understand. Big number 40 right there.
That is a loss of 7.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 11
Sure is.
if math hasn't changed.
Just the new math.
My kid does new math, but apparently it's first down.
It is not first down.
Or third. There we go. Now it's third down.
Only at Lenora Park do you get 5
Home
down.
with the 5th down. But I would think it's definitely 2-down territory based upon their actions before. Manson looking downfield, lets it fly, and almost picked off. I hope he dropped that on purpose.
Well, this is going to bring up 4th and 11 right here. I just was hyper quick on the switch of the down.
Hyper quick.
Hyper quick. Did you see what they ran right there? They had double post. They had a short post and a deep post.
Huh.
And the short post was wide open. So we played the longest first quarter known to football, the shortest second quarter known to football, and now we're back to that forever third quarter.
Indeed.
Indeed. A little bit different look right here with a gun set.
Yeah. That would make me a little nervous. We've been having all our snaps under center. But good gun snap.
Going.
Why would you go right there?
Well, you gained 3.
But it's 4th and 11. Why would you go right there?
Got me, Coach. I'm just running the scoreboard. Tigers will take over.
I mean, do you think he knew it was 4th down?
I mean, I'm thinking if he might have thought he was going to get, if he would have made a slightly better throw, he'd had a chance to run with it. But looked like you got to take the time to take that shot down the field. What is the white hat? Was he looking for a ball? That's exactly what he's looking for. No mercy.
Only jokes. That's what I hear most of the time. Because you do something and he goes, oh, okay. I do something and he flips out.
Finish him!
I learned from Cobra Kai that was an illegal kick.
Oh, yeah. But it will allow you to own a car dealership.
It will.
A lot of people don't know that. It's automatic. If you kick somebody in the face during a karate tournament, they just give you one. Uh-oh. And just unable to get started good right there. Looked like Javon Anthony just kind of fell. And then they tagged him.
Where'd they mark this at? So a loss of 4 right there.
Can bring up 2nd down and 14.
That will do it.
The Tigers very much needing some points out of this possession if they're going to have a real chance at turning this into a ball game. Because it is a race against the clock at this point.
Absolutely. Got to get 2 touchdowns.
Because my assumption is it's still the 3rd quarter.
I have not seen anything that would dictate otherwise.
Well, oh, able to handle the snap, but still sacked right there. That's number 22 on the sack. That's Benton. That's his 2nd sack on the day.
That's into the 3rd quarter right there, Coach.
Okay. Unless he's calling it the game. He did that a little while before. Okay, everybody still looks confused.
When it went bad, you cut these guys loose. Your Honor, you had markers inside the money transfer. Your Honor, you doctored the logbook. Did I, Captain? You coerced the doctor.
Consider yourself in contempt.
Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
That's such a great movie. And my favorite character was easily Jack Nicholson.
Colonel Jessup. Was it Nathan R. Jessup?
I think so.
He was like, it's 3rd and 21 right here, Coach. 3rd and 21.
Chuck Norris action pants.
1995, you can own those as well.
Got the stretch crotch.
Ooh-wee.
This is the new uniform for next year.
Hey,
I'm just letting you be aware of that if you decide to work for Score Sports.
I've already got some.
I know you do.
I'm
All
working.
right,
I'm working out as we
4th
speak.
quarter. Gentlemen, take it away.
The Tigers in real trouble here. Able to handle the snap, but throws it into the ground.
And he was immediately pressured.
Just trying to avoid the sack to get rid of it right there.
And the last 2 snaps have been at about 8,000 miles an hour to the right, to the quarterback's right.
Yeah, when the defensive line is bearing down on you, you're in such a hurry to try to get rid of that ball so you can start blocking that sometimes the snap gets a little off.
And we're going to get a punt, Coach.
Now. This is the scariest play in football.
Absolutely is.
I don't think they have 11. They're having a tough time getting lined up. Pretty sure it's going to be a delayed game if things don't pick up quickly.
I don't believe there are delay of games in this game.
Yeah, I would say you're correct because that exchange right there took about half an hour. There's a snap. The ball's away. It's fielded cleanly at about the 45.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
Wow, upended at the 36.
By the punter.
And somebody got ejected behind the play.
Nice return there by number 25 for the Thrashers, Cameron Ray. What number is the punter wearing?
8. Like it was 18. That can't be right.
He caught him as he was trying to go up 24.
24.
Good job, number 24.
So the Thrashers with their, coach, get this, we're in the 4th quarter. This is their 5th possession of the game. Touchdown, touchdown, turnover on downs, touchdown, turnover on downs. So if the pattern holds, this is a touchdown. Hello.
And,
oh.
And that ball's going to be recovered by number 10, Darius Olawami.
I mean, he runs right through the first defender. And then the ball gets ripped out by number 44 on the fumble. Number 44 causes the fumble.
Good job, number 44. Yeah, but that was Zay Parker on the carry right there. He was just barreling downfield.
I think Mr. Parker is the one that's being helped off the field.
Is he walking? I wonder if it's a wrist or something.
Yeah, it looked like they were holding his shoulder.
Well, he was leading with his shoulder. He was turned kind of sideways coming through. Maybe it's just a stinger. It's funny, I tell kids that all the time, that don't square up on somebody. They want to try to lean in with one shoulder, and then their shoulders all like, ah. Like, yeah, man, you got to square up.
So the ball should be at the 29-yard line.
It's a new life for the Tigers.
Absolutely.
You know, if they ever needed a turnover.
They got it. Now that, Coach, you know me, but the shot that they took right there on that 4th down play when they went down the seam, that's a first down throw right here now. Let's take a shot down the field.
Well, now the turnover battle is even.
It is. It is.
Interception and a fumble.
Tigers have held their own on defense tonight and have done a nice job of controlling the football and offense. Now it's time for that to pay off for them right here.
comes. There's the ball, and it's out. Well done. Well done. Ball caught by number 9, Darius Davis. Brought down by number 26, Brandon Taylor.
26 yards in the first down, Coach. Man, Coach, I think we could coach this game.
Do what now?
I said, I think we could coach this game. I mean, get vertical fast. They're trying to press everybody, and they're bringing heat.
Yeah, just 1, 2, 3 release.
And that's what they did those 2 plays. Uh-oh.
A little trouble with the snap right there. Rolling to his right. Hit
Oh,
as he
nice
releases.
catch.
Ball caught by number 8.
15 yards and another first down, Coach.
Hey,
Right.
gentlemen,
Yes.
for a preseason, I'm still awake.
Look at you.
Hey, I deserve some type of honorary award. I'll work on that for myself.
Okay.
Hold on. I need this.
There it is.
All right. Back to the action.
So back-to-back first downs for the Tigers. They've taken it from their own 29 to the Thrashers 30.
Looking downfield. Oh. Right through the hands right there of number 80.
I like that throw, though. I like that play call. I like that throw. Coach, you ain't going to believe this. How many first downs do you think the Tigers have?
6.
7. How many first downs do you think the Thrashers have?
Probably 8.
7. It's tied.
So 2nd down and 10.
Yep. Empty look right here for the Tigers.
You just had a little mishap. Went through the receiver's hands.
You're going to get the same look, too. If you really want to throw the same route, you can. Or if you think you can beat him up top on a go route, it is press coverage. Although I might come back to that slip screen down here that they were going to run earlier in the game.
Quarterback stepping up. Oh, nice play right there.
Number 45 with the sack, Coach.
Number 45, Dylan Coleman, getting one of the many sacks on the day.
Loss of 1. It'll bring up 3rd and 11. Tigers going to call timeout right here.
So it seems.
That'll bring.
If I'm not mistaken, that's their first of the half.
No, they called one early.
Okay, so that's 2. They have 1 remaining. I'm glad I have you around to remember everything.
I'm over here cheating. I'm keeping the chart over here. So
The Daytona 500 coming up.
that's tomorrow, the Great American Race.
That's right. If you want to watch cars go in circles, that's where you ought to be.
Just hanging lefts.
That's right.
Have you ever been to one live?
Yes.
It's the most.
It's so loud.
It is the loudest thing I've ever been to.
They let us be behind the pits one time.
Unbelievable, man. We went to the Atlanta race in 2011 with my brother-in-law, my brother, my nephew, my sister. I mean, a boatload of people went, but it was a night race, and it was absolutely awesome. And, you know, you're talking to a guy who's not a big race fan, but being there in person is a whole lot different than watching it on TV.
Well, this is where my family lives. My mom's like 10 minutes from the raceway.
Really?
Yeah.
3rd and 11 right here. Change of receivers in the slot over there. Keep your eye on that. Look at this, Coach. Look at, oh, they're trying to bait him up there.
Pressure coming in, and they're going to get him.
And it's 45
That's
again.
number 45 again.
Loss of 6. It'll be 4th and 17. So you started off the drive with a 26-yard gain, then a 15-yard gain. Then you had the drop pass, now back-to-back sacks.
Yeah, I would say if you were trying to score, taking back-to-back sacks is not the way to go.
I was waiting for a sound effect on that one.
Basically. Man.
So 4th and 17 right here for the Tigers.
Kind of the ball game for the Tigers.
I agree with your assessment there, Coach.
There's a snap, looking downfield, lets it fly. And he unwisely intercepted the ball.
Yes, he did, Coach, because
I know that's a natural reaction, but he should have slapped the ball down. Nice play right there by West Grant.
that was an effective punt.
But if he passes the ball down, they have the ball way up there. It's just one of those things where, you know, so seldom do you have time to practice that situation. You know, Georgia fans know what I'm talking about.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, man.
We're going to get some hate mail for that one.
Now I got to live in the past because my team's not very good right now.
So when am I living?
You got to go all the way back to 1990. That's rough.
It is rough, my friend.
Well, the last time we played for it was 2014, so it's been a minute. Uh-oh.
That might be a safety.
I think it is.
He got
back out. Man, tough run right there. That was a great run.
Great run for a loss of 3, Coach. How many times have you ever said that?
I mean, because he's caught in the backfield. I think that was Peanut Williams.
It was.
Caught in the backfield and able to escape and get back out across the goal line.
You said there's 2 minutes left?
2 minutes, he says.
I think that was the 2-minute warning.
That was 2 minutes.
We're warning you that there's 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And we're not stopping the clock.
Give right up the gut. And they make a little progress, give themselves some breathing room right here.
He gained about.
That was Favors on the carry.
Gained about 6 right there.
Hey, don't forget, coming up next week, the Commissioners Classic. We'll see the Airmen take on the Predators and the Cobras face the Storm. Games are at 2 and 6.
And that would be the Georgia Cobras and the Columbus Storm.
Yeah, and it will be Eastern Standard Time 3 and 7, Central Standard Time 2 and 6, gentlemen. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a pregame. It's going to start around 2:30 if Adam can show up on time. We'll have that. Craig will not join us till the second game between the Storm and the Cobras. But that's okay. He's got a little baseball action going on. That's quite all right. But we have a lot of other games going on here on the Score 58 Network. Make sure you check us out here on score58network.com. Gentlemen, you've done a great job tonight. I appreciate all your energy. You've done I can't figure out how to get this thing off. What is going on? This is crazy. Okay, I got it. All right, I'm just thinking out loud. Trey did not win the three-point contest.
Well, I was wrong. Who won?
Minnesota Timberwolves, gentlemen.
Really?
Yeah, I cannot tell you who he was, but he is a large man.
Karl Anthony Towns?
Yes, that exactly. Involved in some type of Townsend Accords here in the history world. The Townsend Acts were huge during the American Revolution, if I'm not mistaken.
No taxation without representation.
I agree with you on that part. Hey,
I just say no taxation.
I do like my my buttons. Y'all never ever get your buttons, but it has elevated my. And I have like 32 of them I could use, and I'm only using my 16 at this point. But I could double it up if I need to be. On that.
The double.
I love where you're like, he's asleep. And then I was like, the moment I'm like, nah, man, I was looking at something on the internet, trying to match this and this, and you were like, he's asleep.
I'm guessing the Tigers called timeout right there.
I know. Hence the coach on the field, right?
Well, that doesn't necessarily mean there's a timeout.
All right, the Tigers, if we were to give some information about them, their next game here, hold on, I will get that up here shortly. I know the Georgia Thrashers will take next week off. They do not have a game next week. If I'm not mistaken, the Tigers are playing the Colts of Georgia. We've seen the Colts play before. Me and Craig have. I don't think Adam has in that situation. He's all about leotards and people wrestling. I don't know what that is about. Somebody's got to tag me in. So,
Well, leotards, I thought you were talking about ballet.
what did you say? Leotards? You say unitards? My bad. Everybody has an opportunity.
We don't use that word anymore.
What do you use? Singlets?
Yeah, it's a singlet, man. It's the required uniform.
All right, brother. If I get enough time, I'll put my new singlet up here. All right, give me a second. I'll bring that to you.
Pretty good punt right there, considering.
Not bad at all. It's going to stop rolling at the 34.
I mean, but at this point, you know,
and
you were under 2 minutes down there, so change of possession should stop the clock. There can't be more than a minute and 30 seconds. So, but we'll get to see the Tigers try to get in the end zone. They're going to, I mean, to make this happen, they're going to have to get in fast and onside kick.
Yeah. So 1st and 10, ball's at the Thrashers 35-yard line. I'm thinking that the situation calls for just rip it down the field and hope for the best.
For sure.
Or try to throw a crossing route and lateral it to somebody.
You know, I just caught that they decided to wear the white jerseys at home.
Yeah.
Like LSU does. I don't like to see them wear gold pants. I do like the all-white look, though.
Yeah, there's one of the things, you start playing football and you start putting white on white on white. That's a clean look.
You gotta love Mike's.
Yes, indeed. Sounds of the crowd. That's Brumfield at quarterback. And he's going to be sacked. Unable to get rid of the ball. And I think that's Favors that sacked him.
Again.
I got a question. Adam, this is up to you. Is this the singlet you're talking about?
I have that same one. Although I would deem that more of a bodysuit than a singlet.
I feel like it's not a bodysuit.
But you know, my very first singlet when I started wrestling, Olympic style wrestling, was cut very similarly. My dad bought it.
Did you have a collar? Because I feel like it builds professionalism about you.
It had an American
this could be
flag
our new
across the
uniform.
front.
I know you might want to think this is our uniform, but I really feel like this is our uniform.
Only if we get orange boots.
Well, I think you can wear the shirt and the shorts.
I'm not disagreeing with either one of you at this point. I mean, you know, I
think it ought to be.
The WNFC is cringing at this point, going, we're going to take a hard pass on using the Score 58 network. You know, you get the idea of, because I've learned technology a little bit more, I can bring things up. But I feel like that's a good singlet. I mean, he feels determined, like he's going to win a game.
What's he looking at, though? Is there something going on over there?
The JCPenney's.
Is he giving the look like, hey, y'all cut that out?
No. He's like, hey, we're going to win this championship and bring a championship to Pike County. I mean, that's what it is.
We're going to win this race.
No, we're not definitely going to win this race. All right there, Delirious. Calm down, buddy. You can't get anything on me, man. All right. Coming to the end of the fourth quarter here of action, I'm Bowman Michael with Adam Collins and Craig Chapman. Gentlemen, for the remaining time, talk to me about the top players from both squads that really brought your eyes out. Adam, you go first.
Rook Favors for the Thrashers has just been
Absolutely.
everywhere. 42 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns, 3 tackles, 2.5 sacks.
He has a tackle for a loss, too. We did see that.
I wasn't logging tackles for loss. I'm sorry.
No, I just remembered it because we both said that's that guy again.
Look at him like, I wasn't doing that. I don't know what he's talking about. Everything's fine.
Yeah, so I mean, just really impressive day for him. As far as the Tigers go, I mean, I would say the guy that probably had the best game for them would probably be Morgan, but it was only early on. And A.J. Sinclair did have 2 sacks, number 34.
I mean, but when you're under constant pressure, he was doing the best he could, man. He
Oh,
was
yeah.
catch the snap and run.
And there's a bad snap there.
Uh-oh.
And Brumfield trying to get on it. And instead it's going to be number 14 that's able to get on it for the Tigers. But, you know, things just going from bad to worse for him. But I thought the Tigers put up a very good fight here against what on paper looks like just a juggernaut of a team.
I would agree. And I mean, most exciting thing that you have right now, Craig, talk to me about semi-pro football. What are you most excited about here? Because it looks like we're rounding out to the end of the game. Everybody's taking their helmets off as we wrap up this game. Adam and Craig. Craig, first of all, talk to me a little bit about what you think about this particular season here in semi-pro football.
I mean, you know, we get started up. We've gotten to see, you know, several teams play their preseason games. But, you know, I enjoy this because the level of play has increased every year we've done these games. We get to see some of the same stuff you see on Saturdays and Sundays. Athletes are great, and it's fun to watch. And you're going to see something, like I said the last time, that you've never seen in a game. And it happens every week, and it's a lot of fun to watch. It's a great product. And we get to talk about football, you know, in months where there's not normally football. So I love it.
All right. Well, gentlemen, Adam, were you surprised with the outcome of this game, 12-0?
I didn't think it would be this close.
I know, because I listened to you. The thing that really I like the feel of it is that the Tigers and the Thrashers understood that they were playing a football game instead of a grudge match, and I did not feel the energy of really dealing with that.
No, I thought it was very clean.
I did, across the board. So next week we got a doubleheader. We're going to be bringing in some other games throughout, meaning we have a Hilton Head. They're an independent league. Hilton Head Sharks have a game, and we possibly will be bringing in the Northeast Georgia Wolverines. Coach Barnes taking on the Dalton Danger. I'm very excited about that game, to be honest with you. We always hear everything we can about the Dalton Danger. The Northeast Georgia Wolverines is a very new environment, so you just never know what that can entail. Gentlemen, overall thoughts about your last preseason game before everything gets started. Adam, go ahead first.
I thought it was a good matchup. I thought, you know, my hat's off to the Tigers for hanging out there, and then the Thrashers for just finishing. You know, that's the thing you got to do is when you got a team that, and you're not having a great game, you just slam the door.
And for somebody to be able to have the mic and to just kill your mic and add that was wonderful for me to experience that. As much as you told me how to pronounce things throughout the whole entire game.
I'm just trying to help you, buddy.
Yeah, and as much as my Venmo and my Cash App will not be working for the next 24 hours, I'm okay with that. Craig Chapman, talk to me, man. You had baseball all day. You had to flip the gear, talk a little football. Hey, props to Robert Reed dealing with the cold. We're sitting in this wonderful environment that we've created to call a football game. There was many years ago, gentlemen, that it was cold when we would go out and call games, especially early on. Adam, can you reflect on a game that it was so cold that you just got angry about life?
Well, yeah, they were fixed to go to overtime because they were trying to throw the ball even though they were up.
And they threw an interception.
Instead of just running the clock out. And I said, if it goes to overtime, I quit.
I know.
I'm not staying.
Happy Lenore Park. You know, it's amazing that I asked you to, hey, join me and calling these games many moons ago. And it's like, hey, man, you want to talk a little football? I'll put the headsets on you. We'll hold mics, you know, from the progression of where we're at now to
How long ago was that?
Moons, man, moons. It's a good 40 pounds on my belly. Okay, that's all I can say. 40 pounds on my belly because, you know, as life goes indeed. But, gentlemen, we'll have some opportunity throughout the next 2 weeks to really dig into semi-pro football. As time goes on, we'll blend over to the Women's National Football Conference, which will be huge. Side note, Women's National Football Conference, WNFC, if you haven't had a chance, check it out. 17 teams this year.
Okay.
The championships are taking place in San Diego and Jacksonville, Florida. Should be a lot of fun. We got a 6-game season, 3-3. You get 3 home games, 3 away games here for the Women's National Football Conference. But I'm curious to see what the APDFL is going to have to offer. The Mississippi Dynasty is for real. We're going to get a chance to really talk about these teams next week. And look forward to doing that, Adam. I'm going to give you some homework so you can make a little bit extra dollar bill, y'all. And have a little fun. Look at you with the thumbs up, man. I can see you. It's okay. Listen to you.
Be glad it's a thumb.
I appreciate that. Don't give me no middle finger. We got too much stuff to do on that there, ball-headed man. You know, when we said toss the salad and both y'all took your mics off, I could hear just the mics coming off your heads right there. You were like, I'm not having this conversation anymore. And people stay with us because, I mean, right now we're talking, and you only have 22 people watching us because everybody was like, I don't know what they're talking about.
Game's over.
It is, but you still have 24 people willing to listen to us, and that's called an audience, and that's all we
Is
can
that what
ask.
that is?
Yeah, that's an audience.
I think
man.
it's people that don't know how to turn it off or got to walk away. That's what I think.
Why you got to be negative, man? Those people care. Okay, goodness gracious. Well, Georgia Thrashers, Atlanta Tigers ended out here in Anderson Park. Robert Reed, thank you for filming the game. Adam and Craig, thank you so much for calling the play-by-play. Appreciate everybody's involvement here tonight. Looking forward to the start of the Semi-Pro Football League here for the next 6 weeks here in the state of Georgia. Sit tight on the Score 58 Network. Gentlemen, last thoughts. Craig, any thoughts?
I wouldn't want to play the Thrashers front.
Oh, they're for real.
I would not want to play the Thrashers front.
But just to get 12 points, what does that say about the Tigers?
Well, I mean, we talked about it beforehand. You know, we've always been big fans of the Tigers' defense, especially their front seven. They always play very physical. They're always where they're supposed to be. And, you know, realistically, they did a great job tonight. Sometimes when they were backed up and did a nice job of turning the football over and, you know, holding their own. I thought it was a very nice defensive game from both sides. You know, and I think that the Tigers will get better on offense, and I think the Thrashers will decide what they want to do, and I think it's going to be more of that power running game and play off that defense.
Okay. Adam Collins, last thoughts for the night.
Really enjoyed watching football. It was nice. It was nice for me to. I need to come out of. I'm coming out of wrestling mode, and so it's nice to get to watch some football.
And I understand that. I don't know if to buy you blue jeans or a singlet. As Craig looks over to my screen right there, I tell you one thing, we're going to have to model some things right now. I will buy some jeans and cut them off for you there, Adam, because I feel like
I've got a pair of those at home, man.
buddy.
I'm
You're close to being Chuck Norris.
I have the actual Chuck Norris action pants at home.
Okay, well then that means Craig's going to have to wear the singlet. And next week, live here on 58 Live, Score 58 Network, we will bring you because Craig showed up in his baseball uniform. And I'm like, man's wearing a full-blown, like what happened? He's like, man, I've been calling baseball all day.
That's the only sport where you do that. Nobody else wears the uniform.
Could you imagine a football coach wearing a full?
Now, that would be awesome.
me and Clay were talking about wearing singlets we had a kid make the finals this last week.
Buddy.
We were talking about wearing singlets for the finals.
I would wear it. I'd have no problem with that.
There would have been no way that anybody would have paid attention to the match.
No, they'd be looking at that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been wonderful having everybody with us here tonight. Hey, we dropped down to 5 while we were talking.
Like,
that was the goal.
They were like, get these guys off of
But
here.
that was the goal. I mean, I will say that. All right, so no further ado, we'll head out. Take care of yourselves out here in this crazy world we live in. Good night, and see you later.
58 Live is the place to be for quality broadcast for you to see. They deliver prime coverage like Amazon. No matter what day of the week you see them on, you don't need to double check. The truth is clearer than air. Treat it like a viral video and share. There's no comparison, no equal to mention. You can see for yourself, let it have your attention. From the beginning you'll see what you would have hated to miss, and the recapable moments. So keep dropping the hits. Turn up the volume, grab your favorite seat. So sit back right now and enjoy what's on.